Namaste everyone, welcome back to Grihalok. Continuing forward on our journey on the series that we started on the Trick houses, we will be speaking about the 8th house today. Now, 8th house is one of the most misunderstood houses of astrology. The most amount of fear-mongering happens around this house only. 8th house is the complete opposite of the 2nd house. The 2nd house represents the intake of the food, whereas the 8th house represents its final exit. 8th house, it is commonly known as the house of transformation. It is the house where everything gets lost, hidden. It is the seat of the Muladhara Chakra in your body. It is where the transformation begins. Apart from that, what all other things that it governs? This is also the house of longevity. You see the longevity of a person from this house. This is the house which is the 6th from the 3rd house. That means the obstacles, the problems, the diseases, the hardships that your siblings face can be seen from this house. This house is also the 4th from the 5th house. That means the comfort of your children is seen from this house. This house also governs over your in-laws. This is the house that governs sudden transformations in life. Anything that is sudden in nature is seen from this house. People who manage other people's money is seen from this house. This is the house of inheritance, legacies, wills and estates. This is the house without which's involvement you cannot be a successful chartered accountant, because it requires unveiling the hidden truths, the errors which are hidden in the books. Anything which is hidden and that is revealed is seen from the 8th house. Astrologers are seen from the 8th house. All the professions of occult, they have to have an involvement of the 8th house, without which they cannot be successful in this field. This is the house, if you want to go deep in research, you have to have an active 8th house. Manufacturing is seen from this house, because this is where the raw material comes in and the finished goods goes out. It is transforming the raw material into the finished goods. That is the reason why a lot of prominent manufacturers, especially in the metal industry, steel industry, and which requires manufacturing at any level or every level, there has to be the involvement of 8th house, Mars, Scorpio Rashi. This is one of the most important houses if a person has to rise beyond a particular stature in life. Without the involvement of 8th house, you cannot become big beyond a point. Now, not all the planets which are posited here in the 8th house end up giving you good results, but there are certain exceptions. There are few planets that end up behaving exceptionally good when they are placed in the 8th house. What are the different conditions that you need to see whether the 8th house will end up giving you positive results or not? You need to first see the 8th lord, in what all houses it is placed, in what all other yogas that is being formed in your chart involving the 8th house. Because that is the only condition that will determine whether you will be rising in your life or it will take you down in your life. If your 8th house and 8th lord are getting involved with the 2nd lord, 2nd house, 11th lord, 11th house, or even 5th house, 5th lord, that means somewhere you will find a footing, you will rise in your life. This is one of the Raj Yogas that you can expect in your life to manifest whenever the right dasha comes. Now, one of the very important feature of the 8th house is you first need to experience pain in order for you to gain in life. This is the signature of the 8th house. And this is what we get to see in the Puranic stories also. During Samudra Manthan, it is first the wish that came out from the Sheer Sagar, and then the Amrit came out. Similarly, in your life, whenever you start something, whenever you start going deep, you start churning yourself, it is first the bad things that you will experience, and only the good things will follow after that, not before that. And that is the very signature of any transformation. It first breaks you and then it makes you. So the thing that you need to understand and remember with the 8th house is, this energy is not bad. It is just that it is transformative in nature. It is removing the old muck, old things that needs to be cleared from your life in order to make way for the new things to happen in your life. Without the old getting destroyed, new cannot be created. That is the rule of nature. That is how nature functions. I hope this video was helpful. If you have any further doubts, any further questions, you can always leave your comments down below. I'll be more than happy to answer. Over to the 12th house. Thank you.